But speaking of hot vampire ladies, um,
Oh shit, we're just going straight in.
we're
Hold on,
going
give me a
straight in.
second.
Oh my god, and that's right.
I
And
just
we were
died.
in an
Hold
intense
on.
part.
You
So
just
I need
died.
music.
what had happened is that Romy was dead. They met Scorehell, who was very much like, the fuck are you doing here? Don't go back. Like, I don't dislike you, but go home. Proud of you though. Good luck. And then immediately woke up Ash in this moment to be like, go get your fucking boy. Ash Dell go to find Romy, meet Veta along the way, go into the room, find Romy dead on the ground, and Ivan holding their their not dying body, their dead body. Ash revives them back to stable, and then Dell puts all of their lay on hands into Romy, so they are now back up to nearly full health. In this moment, they did ask, "What the fuck?" Because what else are you supposed to ask? And Veta locked the door and put up a silent spell so that no one else could hear them in this room. I will note that because everything was dead asleep, it appears that no one else is like up and aware that this had happened. So in this moment, you guys are the only ones awake and aware that someone just fucking died. The assassins, I will say that Ash, Dell, you did not see those. In any point as you go to Romy's, well, not Romy's room, in Spoken Spike's room where Romy had died. So that is where we returned, where Dell and Ash had asked what the fuck happened, and Veta is like, I believe I owe you all an explanation. Um, where do I start? This is, okay. Well, Romy and I came to the agreement that there was likely to be an assassination attempt made on Spoken Spike's life. We believe it was because of Spike's interest in the murder of Hunter that happened a couple years ago. Spike had gone and looked for the name as no one had remembered it, found that, gave that to Romy. Romy then gave that to me. And I, hmm, hmm, hmm. Well, ooh. May I swear you guys all to an oath of secrecy? This is a bit impromptu. I wasn't quite planning on adding Ash or Dell into this conversation. Before I was more so planning it to do it in Sylvania, where there's a little bit more protection on it. But you know, I can sign people on to secret organizations because I would rather you have a clear understanding. But hi, yes, you all know me as Veta. I am a part of an organization called The Reputation. It is specifically gathering information as well as trying to protect certain people or find out information. Romy and I had discussed this, and we discussed Romy being here and waiting for the assassins while I pulled some strings and got Spike, Inez, and Taru out of the city. They are safe. But that is where we're at. Romy is a part of this organization as of yesterday, and I believe them to be capable of either killing or capturing the assassin. I do apologize that I had not put more protections in place for you. I was not expecting this outcome in the slightest, and I'm deeply sorry for not thinking this more thorough.
No, it's my fault. I thought I was capable too. Usually this wouldn't have been an issue.
But Dell, Ash, in this space and time, I would hesitantly invite you to the reputations. You do not have to join. I understand that this is a very awkward.
Assassin! It's the assassin!
Oh my god, guys.
He's
Oh
returned!
my gosh.
This isn't what I wanted. What the fuck? Hold on. There we go. Okay. what the fuck was I saying? Oh, something something joining reputation. Um, cool. But I wanted you guys to get full context, and it's not possible to get full context without the knowledge of the organization that I and Ivan and now Romy are a part of.
The reputation, you say?
You've heard of it?
I didn't
A
No?
thing or two.
Wait.
Interesting. Um,
Am I the only one who had no idea what this is? And still does not have any idea what this is?
I think the answer to that might be yes.
Interesting. Um, well, the reputation is a. You're good. The reputation is a information, I suppose, a spy organization. Uh, not like a society, but it's a organization that I've been a part of for a great many years that has an emphasis on collecting information and knowledge, especially knowledge that would not necessarily be um, obvious or easily accessible to by the general public, both to have for our own purposes, like overthrowing government and instating a more equitable and charitable um, form of system for the people. Um, or in the case of attempting assassination attempts. It's worked out through history. It is incredibly secretive and incredibly selective. Um, it's not very well known because of certain measures that we have in place. So it is not surprising that you do not know. It is, in fact, makes me feel more comfortable that you did not know previously. I would have more concerns if you knew beforehand. Um,
Okay.
yes.
I'm cooked.
Uh, but if you, I can send you over. I can have. Uh, you'll have to forgive me. I was not prepared for this. Usually there's a whole thing about this. I can have the archivist send you over information when I am actually able to get back in contact with her. But that is probably the very least of the priorities right now. Major priority is the fact that, well, I suppose we have two assassins running loose that may or may not. Oh, well, they wouldn't. Ooh. Hmm. I do not know how to proceed in this moment. You will have to give me a moment. Um,
I'm sorry, did you say assassins?
yes. We had reason to believe that there is a separate
Oh, wait, we did know
organization
that.
called the Flame Shadow, who are a group of assassins, who did murder Romy and then disappeared. And I don't like that at all.
um,
So,
I'm
these
sorry.
assassins are just running around somewhere?
It'll be fine. I'll catch them. I just have to try again
No, you will
and
not be
not
catching them.
die.
What we'll be doing is getting all of us the fuck out of here.
No, I can. I can do it. I can do it. I can. I know I can. I just didn't last time. Um, I just froze. It was totally my fault, but I can do it. I can do it and I want to do it. And these are I've this is what I want to do. I can do it.
I believe that you can, but I do not think it is safe to go after them now. There is too much of a chance that if the assassins were to see Romy, they would both be able to connect them to Dell and Ash, whether or not they believe that Dell and Ash have been involved. The safety for all of you is more important than catching these people. There will be another chance, I'm certain of it, especially now that we're able to piece information together. Our knowledge of this flame shadow operating is very new to me. This is information I've learned of yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but the past couple days. And um, mostly we tried to work with a lot more planning and organizations. This was very spur of the moment, and I apologize. It is not normally how I operate. I saw an opportunity, and I got far ahead of myself. The safety of everyone here, you three especially, I would be more comfortable if we were able to devise a plan to get you all out.
Wait, wait. But tournament isn't over. I don't. What about the heart? What about the whole thing?
You see, Ivan, who is still holding on to you, just like leans back a little bit, and reaches in to one of his pockets and pulls out a box.
A
It
very
is
large box.
no, it is a small box, sealed, and you see that there is runes covering the edges of it, and there is a stamp on, like a seal, like a wax seal on the edge of the box over the lock, stamped with the symbol of the monastery that hangs in his ear. And he holds out this
Wait,
box.
what?
Well, you see, darling, let's just say
Right.
that I might have had a really good distraction while you were fighting and was perhaps able to sneak into the back rooms of the employees and able to collect it.
You're kidding.
So it's in this box.
Yes,
This is it.
uh-huh. It won't affect you. I have history, let's say. We'll leave it at history. Don't want to go into it. We're not going into it. I have history with containing artifacts like these. The powers of being able to speak things into reality are not able to work when it is sealed in this thing. If the seal is broken, we have more things to worry about, but the only way for
Okay,
the seal to
what
be
about the
broken.
potions? What about the whole event? What about that's my ship? What about all of it? This is not we can't just up and leave. This is important and very dangerous and you took the heart and we are going to get in so much trouble for that.
Which is why we should leave
But that
before we get in trouble for it. And
Well,
while we have it.
mysteries can always be solved later if you're alive.
I am alive now.
But you
But
weren't
if you
a few minutes
stay,
ago, so
if you
we should keep
stay,
you alive
if you're
from now on.
unprepared,
Okay. I guess I don't okay. I don't there something is happening and it's important and I think something here is connected, but I don't know. Romy
If
kind of looks helpless just at Veta.
we don't have to leave right now, of course, it will take a couple hours for me to even be able to be in contact with people who would be able to get us out. Um, the risk of leaving as of this very moment would likely draw far more suspicion than I would like. It's possible that we continue as normal in the hopes that the only connections that people could possibly make was between Romy, Ash, and Dell. I could.
What if you guys go and I stay? Well, no. I don't
That again, like it's these levels of suspicion. How do we keep everyone safe and alive? Um, we'll continue as normal. We'll wake up tomorrow. Romy will be fighting the first event, and we will take it section by section. If they believe that Romy to be dead, it's entirely possible that we'll take it as it goes. We'll take it as I will set up a way for us to leave. That way, if anything happens, you guys can escape one way, Ivan and I will escape another. That way there's no way to track us down or follow us in relation to each other. We'll continue as normal. If anything happens, if any time you feel unsafe or threatened, you leave out the front door. there will either, if I can find a person or find a direct form of transportation, it will be out the front entrance for you guys. Act as normal, pretend. After all, Ivan and I were simply going to stay until the last possible fight and then dip so that they would not realize that we were the ones to perhaps take the artifact that is going to be the main prize. But it's fairly easy enough since we have the prize. We have no necessarily reason to win the fight. Our goal was the heart and not the prize itself. So continue as normal. We'll see if we can gain any more information from it. However, I would like you all to promise me that if any such situation arise, that you will leave and keep yourself safe above anyone else, including me or Ivan.
Romy looks a little confused for a second, but eventually very, very slowly nods.
It's like, it's not to discount any of your guys' abilities. Ivan and I have been working together for quite some time, so it is far easier for us to make a disappearance without having to worry about you all worrying about us. We have some tricks up our sleeves. And she gestures over to Ivan, who is still holding this box and, like, tucking it away. This is, again, a giant dragonborn, so for him to get into the back rooms is...
What?
a feat that may or may not be.
He fucked someone, bruh. He fucked someone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding. He probably didn't, but whatever.
That's funny, though.
But she is heavily
Funny as
implying that
hell.
this man is very good at getting in and out of places that he should not be in. And she is a vampire that can turn into a bat and smoke. Which you all know. So, of the two people just be very able to disappear. Ta-da!
True.
So, but I say we all retire back to bed. Romy, you do not have to. Again, it is more so my own worry. But I would prefer if you stay with Ash or Del tonight, and not go back into your own bedroom.
Sorry.
Being alone is
Sorry?
not quite the best move here.
I was just like giving that look to you too. I was thinking like Romy wants to stay with Ivan, but
Wrong.
like
Sleepover.
wrong sleepover. Okay, Romy, not fine.
Romy's like,
Yeah,
no, my
that's fine.
boyfriend. Fuck, I have to do a sleepover with the
Totally
people.
me. Romy was like would be like okay, and then
No,
like
because we have
but,
to
like,
go
me
have family
personally-
bonding. So, like,
It's contrived family bonding.
we have to go bond as a family.
Also, I hope you know that we're all sleeping in the
Yes.
same room.
That's what I meant by
Yeah.
sleepover.
Okay, good. Perfect.
So like, what did you mean? What did you think El meant?
well, had
Well,
to
here's
choose
the thing.
one or the
Elle
other.
said either Del or Ash, and then
Yeah.
I said
Oh,
no.
I see.
Everybody.
See,
Del-
I thought you meant
no.
Open this
you can have
fucking
Veta
smoothie.
over the
said Del
two of
or
us.
Ash. Elt meant,
Oh
hey
my-
guys, secret alone time in room to talk about your feelings.
Oh.
But Veta wouldn't
Oh.
say that.
Oh.
So, it's essentially, again,
feeling.
very little planning. So, how do I put everybody into a room? Ah, yes. Pretty vampire lady says,
All three of
talk
us
about your
just went,
feelings.
oh.
Sleepover.
All three of us just went, oh, feeling. I see.
So, you guys
Just
all
look at-
retire back in, well, not to your rooms, but into your
Whose room do we go to?
That is the question. Del, Ash, whose room do you go to? Whose room do you feel safest in?
My room is rad.
I would say Ash probably because
Yeah, I would also say Ash.
because they could connect. They could see my face and find my room, and and then Dell's just is like flamboyant and loud. So they probably
Yes.
just find Dell's room, but
Like,
Ash is just kind of
literally
like
had a spotlight.
like mysterious.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
feel
was
so
really-
honored.
So you all
Yeah.
retire
I can't fucking. Oh, I did it.
to
Never mind.
I
Ash's
hope there's not
room.
anything.
What?
I was like, who's got like? I was gonna say like, who's got the least amount of stuff hidden in their room? But
Oh my god, wait,
I don't
Del
think-
gets to go investigate your room.
oh, wrong.
Then he will investigate
wrong.
check.
Oh,
Oh, that's wrong.
yes. You all retire to Ash's room. Ash's room is theoretically set up like every other sponsor's room. There's a bed, there's a chest of drawers. However, how Ash has set up to their room is up to Hannah. So Hannah, how is Ash's room set up? Like what's the state of it right now? Um
The state of it. Okay. What furniture comes in the room?
there's a bed, there's like a chest of drawers to store clothes and everything. Um as well as like a chair and like not much else. You're essentially not meant to spend a lot of time in your room. You're essentially just meant to sleep here and then go to the other rooms with like the recreationals. So
Mm-hmm.
there's like a
Okay.
rug on the floor. No
Great.
windows.
Perfect. Everything looks pretty much exactly like it would look like when you first check into the hotel. Everything looks basically untouched. Except
Right.
for, of course, the bed that I just got out of. And the top of, like, the dresser or desk is just covered in jewelry everywhere. And then there's two. I'm saying two of those suitcases that you put on the ground that have clothing racks that come out of them. And it's
That's
just all of their, like, fancy dresses and outfits and all the things. Very fashionable.
Fashionista vibes.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a runway fashion show just like threw up in like the corner where the clothing racks are.
That's
I would say.
awesome. That's a flex.
Okay.
Anyway.
I mean,
Can
Ash
I
has been
roll
interested in
insight
fashion
to
this
see if there's
entire season.
any
Yeah,
other secrets?
I also
Yes.
would like to roll
Um,
insight.
Okay, you guys can roll insight. Ash, are you trying to hide anything?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Do you want to roll deception for me?
That one immediately.
Romy is
That's awesome.
not
got
having a good
Like,
day.
you know what? Romy's too fucking tired anyway. I was gonna say like they're fucking exhausted and they look like it, so it doesn't fucking matter. Romy was never looking in the first place.
I got a 6.
Yeah, I got a 3.
So,
Ash,
hey guys, this
They
says
don't
You
find
guys
anything.
find out nothing.
I still can't find my dice.
You still know nothing.
you still know nothing. Ash's room is normal. It looks exactly like it should, because why would it not? So you're
Right.
here. The cold night is still around you. It's still very quiet. Ash's room, you do have Del, roll a religion check for me.
I would love to. Let me just get the right dice out.
Okay,
I
so
found
that
them.
your other characters stop being mad, stop being angry.
Yes. They're like, fucking excuse me, bitch. And I'm like, I'm trying to play a game here.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, and I'm trying to
Oh my
serve
gosh, come back.
as a Maya's.
Go back. Camera.
I miss Amaya's. I can't believe the other game's on hiatus. Ugh,
no. If this ever went on hiatus, I would like actually like die.
It wouldn't.
fucking for real. We'll be good.
I think it's
I didn't even think about that.
I think because we all probably have that same exact mindset,
Uh-huh.
it's not
Yeah.
going
It's
to do
not gonna
that.
happen. Yeah, no.
it's like I'll be like, guys.
I'm wondering how long this is
please.
gonna go for.
Well, I know I've essentially set it up in like arcs, so if we have to take a
Uh-huh.
break in between arcs, it's a lot easier to be like, okay, cool, we finish an arc. Like that way, if we're like, oh, like shit's gonna go down in a little bit, can we like put a pause? It's a lot easier to be like, cool, let's just finish this arc, and then essentially like little like seasons. So like this is like the tournament season. Next season will be the next season, so on. That way, if we
What
can...
season is it called? What's it called?
I don't know yet. That is
I don't think it has
entirely
a name.
dependent on a decision that you guys have to make. But yes, Del, religion check for me, please.
I rolled it.
You rolled it.
And I rolled a 9. Which I guess is not as bad, but it's still pretty bad.
Okay.
But I have a +1, so it's a 10.
Slay. Okay. Cool. So you're in this room. You're in Ash's room. You do know that Ash is the goddess of death. You do feel funny, like something's not quite right, but it's not bad. It's just like, interesting. But you don't recognize, you can't pinpoint. You just feel like Okay. Like something to file away for later, but like it's not bad, but it doesn't feel good either. You just feel like, there's a feeling here. Don't know what it is yet. Um, cool. So you're here. You cannot find any secrets in Ash's room.
I can't believe that you guys just find nothing.
I know, this
Like
is
I was
so
so
sad.
ready for some.
Ash is so good at accidentally lying.
Mhm.
I love it.
Like
But
y'all were supposed to, like, I was really ready for y'all to get crumbs right there, and you didn't even look around for them.
We tried. Dell is emotionally devastated by nearly losing their child, so.
but in this moment, in this found family moment that you have together,
Ash of whom is also devastated by almost losing their not adopted child and being the reason that this child is alive currently.
I have such a
With your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. And when you think about me all of those years ago, you're sitting
What?
face to face with "I told you so."
Chapel
They're
Rowan.
just the lyrics to Chapel Rowan's "Good Luck, Babe."
Okay, so we're bonding as a family currently.
And by bonding, you are all sitting there in silence.
Yes.
Yes, that's yes, pretty much. Yeah.
Ash doesn't speak first, so somebody's
Everyone-
gonna have to take over.
Oh, okay. I actually yes. Romy sits there for a second before kind of it's still head in hands. Ash, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you both.
Well, well, now I think we've just learned a lesson about honesty. But it's okay. Promise.
I guess I should tell you what you were wondering earlier. Sorry, I'm figuring out how to say this. I, it's not exactly a secret, I guess. Just something I don't really use or talk about that often. I'm a changeling.
How often do you okay, out of character
No.
question, how often
Yeah.
do you change into a wolf?
That's not relevant! And also, it doesn't happen! That's later! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh my god.
Me when I'm
Like,
right.
it's your problem.
Oh,
Yeah, changelings, as both Ash and Del know, can turn into other people that they've seen before. And maybe change clothing too and be able to sneak their way into back rooms.
And become a blonde
In the
little elf
room,
lady.
weren't you? You were the little elf lady, and I called that shit.
I was scrolling on Pinterest and I was like, oh yeah, this
I
is a good
called
face
that
name.
shit.
And I just sent it to Elle.
Did I
Hey,
not?
have fun playing Romy, and that was it.
Did I not
You did say that.
Mhm.
say that shit?
No, you did say that. I completely lied.
Me when I predict the fucking future?
I just lied to your face. You didn't
Mhm.
That
predict
was
anything, I
like-
just lied to your face.
Dog, I've sat there and said, you're the fucking elf bitch, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, and then I just lied.
And I had both of you guys
I was
roll an
correct.
insight check, and Romy did beat it. And I thought that was the funniest fucking thing.
That's insane.
you were like, you're the little elf lady, and I was like, huh? And then you guys both rolled insight, and I was like, nope.
I
Anyway,
love being
oh my
correct.
god.
I love
it's
being
not-
right about things.
it's not something I use often, or like, I don't know. It's not something I'm completely bothered by, but I just, it's a useful secret, I guess.
Well, this is fantastic.
It is.
I mean, yeah. Imagine how many more places we can get into now.
All right, well, I'm gonna, do what I want. But
Yeah, but we're going to over.
It's okay. We support you, and we love you just the way you are.
Thank you so much for trusting us with this information. And if we ever made you feel like you couldn't tell us that, we're so sorry.
You know, this feels familiar for some
I'm an
reason.
ally.
This feels familiar for some
I'm
reason.
not like
Huh.
homophobic. I'm an ally.
It's not like I wanted to keep it from you. I just didn't really think it was that important. But I don't know. I guess. All right, guys. Okay.
Romy
All right.
revealed a deep set secret, and you're laughing.
And you're laughing.
You're laughing.
Um,
Uh,
I won't call
I just-
myself an open book, but I
you have
guess
to
I.
give me a second.
No, yeah, you're good. Keep going. Yeah, you're good. What
Just-
did I miss something?
No, I'm just laughing at the fact that we so perfectly transitioned immediately into coming out of the closet.
And I just wanted to go.
like, hey
This
guys,
is familiar.
I need to tell you something. I'm
Like,
able to turn into other people.
He's like-
It's okay that you're gay. Wait, what?
exactly.
Oh,
Oh my god.
back.
You're
I'm back.
actually tearing up. Holy shit. Jesus.
Oh my god.
I really tried to hold it together. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
It's
didn't. I
late
didn't
and there's no
try.
planning, so beautiful. I expect nothing
That
less.
was amazing.
But Romy, you've just come out that you're a changeling, and Del and Ash did not burst into laughter because
Yes.
it's a very serious
No.
moment.
Yes, of course. I won't call myself an open book, but I guess I do need your help with something.
And what is
No, I'm just saying, like in general, like this is obvious. I think maybe I wouldn't have met death if you didn't help. If you did help.
Ash, people don't meet death when as far as you're aware, people just
Oh.
die. The resurrection, like true death resurrection, is very rare. And the few cases that you know of, where people have died and then come back to life, it's been very brief, and they did not meet death. There is no mention of that.
Wait, what? Is it normal? Okay. Anyway, keep going.
you?
Casual.
You met death like funny or like for real?
What do you mean? Like
Exactly the words that just came out of my mouth.
I met, like, I assume, like, the Grim Reaper or something. Score? Hell? Is that? Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is that not, that's what happens when you die? Would you know more than about that than me? I don't.
I don't know about that specifically. That's not something that I've heard of before, but there's a verse for everything, I guess. So
Ooh.
you learn something new every day.
I wasn't supposed to meet the.
Till now?
She's like southern, and
Yeah.
Death is southern.
Ash, is that she's that was death? She's southern?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I guess. So
Wow.
what
Is
why
there
was
anything
I
else that you have? Tell us.
Listen,
Since we're just
Romy.
dropping information out of nowhere.
But I didn't I thought everyone did that when they died.
Let's move past it.
well, yeah, you know, Della's gonna take a deep breath and he's gonna kind of like he's half-heartedly saying everything now. He's like, even though we argue or whatever, just
That I
No,
don't think we've argued.
well, needless to say, you worried me today, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you, so I would really like it if you would just let us help from now on.
I can try that.
Much appreciated.
Do you have anything to share? Honestly, you guys act like I'm super secretive, but I don't know that much about you. The silence actually tells me a lot. Do you have anything to share?
Well, it's a little hard to do that. See, I mean,
I just
you
told you like
just
a really
joined.
big like
Yes. It's just you've just joined Reputation. It's different when you're in that world for good majority of your life.
you were already part of the reputation.
Yes.
What are you known as? I'm making you think on the spot right now.
Hang on. I have to look and see.
The what?
Finn.
Finn?
Finn.
As in like the Finn? like a like the nickname thing?
Yeah.
You're the Finn, or is it like the name Finn?
Character Elt.
Mhm.
Why is it PH?
Because Delphinius, Finn, Thin.
Oh.
It's a little pun. Your parents were a
Okay.
little punny. They're like, oh, silly. It sounds the same, but it's spelled differently. It's so silly.
Is your name Finn?
No.
What?
Kind of. It's Delphinius.
You're kidding.
Nope. Delphinius. Delphinius Fisher. Shit you not. This is what we came up with.
Romy kind of like snorts and then like like clears their throat and is like sorry.
Is there something wrong?
Beautiful name.
Thank you, Ashley. I think so too.
oh.
I went there.
Yeah, this is you that's crazy. Yeah, that's never happening. Okay. Right. Now that we've all totally shared our names, that is
Excuse me? Do you have something else
Yeah.
you'd like to share with the class?
The whole
Definitely.
and Romy keeps digging it.
That's.
I'm digging
Can
the
I
hole
quickly,
because it's
quickly
funny.
Mhm.
What?
clarification? This is Hannah. What is Ash's real name? Like, what do you think it is?
Me?
No, what did you guys just say? I need to.
Ashley.
Ashley?
Ashley.
Ashley.
Uh-huh.
EY
That's
at the
what-
end.
EY. Mm-hmm.
That's what Veta called you.
Great. Continue.
Oh, it is what that's called. Okay.
Well,
Well, what?
that wasn't sus as fuck.
Did you have anything to say, Delphinius Fisher? Finn?
Yeah, not a word.
Is there anything else that I should know about you both?
Well, do you have
Yes.
any questions? What
Where
do you
are you
want to
from?
know?
Laeris. You are originally from, oh god, what is it? City of the Deep? House of the
now,
Deep?
now realizing we've never actually talked as people.
Yeah.
No, for real.
So you're
Court
from
of the Deep.
Laeris. You're originally from Court of the Deep. You have been living in a Court of the Breath, for most of your teenagehood
Okay.
because of a, thing.
What was the area's name again?
Laeris.
Laeris.
I'm loving this session. Like super
I-
unplanned. super
yes.
casual.
Love a good cash sesh.
We're just like
Irish
spilling.
sesh.
I
spilling
mean,
out the
again,
tea.
no planning, so I'm just like, take it.
All right.
We're just finding out all these things about each other right now.
Mhm.
It's true. It's time for us to info dump.
I have two.
I'm
I
from-
just want to say this. I have two routes that I can go with Romy. The
Mhm.
one that Elsa and I have planned, or the one that I could do, where I make Romy like super trusting when they actually realize that they can trust people and like heal, and then they become like a really like flamboyant, loud teenage girl that loves to like spill tea
I love that. Whatever you
because
want,
they
That's
heal
go
that
for it.
much.
Shit.
Mhm.
Whatever
No,
feels
no,
in
no,
your
no,
heart.
no, 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 no. We're going with ours. But I'm just saying there is some bullshit route that I have in mind that could happen in some other universe. Just saying,
Okay.
keep going.
Mhm.
Oh my god,
Okay.
why are there anime tits on my Pinterest? Go away.
That is well,
Where were we?
Sorry, keep going.
Laeris was it?
Learis.
Laeris. Okay. I am from the beautiful land of Laeris. More specifically, the Court of the Deep. Well, initially. Then I ended up moving over to the Court of the Breath.
I don't
Court of the Deep.
think I've ever heard of that.
Court of the Deep is essentially the undersea. So Learis is half on land, half underwater. So Court of the Deep is the deep, like the city in the water, and Court of Breath is the city on land. Um,
Yeah, no,
so that's
Romy
where a
knows
lot.
nothing about this.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like people that like water genasi, sea elves, like creatures of the deep that tend who breathe underwater, who like can only really breathe underwater, as well as people who are able to both walk land and water. So it's essentially um like a hybrid type city. They are opposite. They're on the country on the river. The river. It's like a big ass fucking like ocean, but it's in that strait of that connects between the two countries. Taylor version because that is what it is named. Anyways,
No regrets.
No regrets.
I've never heard of I guess well, I have heard stories about people in the water, but I don't know anything about it. That's really cool actually.
Yeah, and absolutely beautiful. Unlike anything you could see on land.
What about you, Ash?
What I want to do here.
I mean, you're from Sagerheim, and they know that.
Correct.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think so. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they knew either.
I don't know if I've ever asked you.
I don't think
or if
we
you've
know.
ever
Okay,
told
maybe
me.
they don't know. Okay, so yeah, they don't know. Sorry, I was like, wait a second, hold on.
Okay.
No, okay,
Well,
because the
now
only
they
thing
know.
visibly about you is that they know that you're a cleric of death. They don't know, like, nothing in your clothes betrays, where you're from. Okay, that's where we're at. Sorry.
Well, now they know.
Well, now they know, but not they
Yes.
know.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
Yes.
don't know. Like they don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
I'm
think
gonna
I
make Romy hate
mentioned
Sagraheim.
to the group that
Ooh.
Ash was from Segerheim, which is why they could speak Old Florian. Because
Oh,
that was the country that the
yeah,
last country that Segerheim
because-
conquered. So it's the only country that really like speaks Old Florian as essentially like
yeah.
oh like there's still a lot of like literature in Old Florian,
Mhm.
so like it's really cool for a lot of us to be able to read it, so we can actually like
So it
read
was
books and
mentioned,
stuff.
but never like said.
Yeah, in like a sense
character.
that people are paying attention.
Yeah.
So, but yes, character wise, they don't know where you're from.
Okay.
Up to you. If you lie, you have to roll a deception.
I'm making Romy hate Sagraheim, by the way.
Oh,
Because they
what?
conquered so many countries.
That makes sense. Then.
That's okay. That's
fair.
what most of the countries
Not like
do.
racism, like,
hatred.
you know, anti-colonization, you know?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for clarifying. Not
No,
racist.
thank you.
I'm not racist, guys.
You're real tonight.
Romy
you.
is not racist. Thank
Thank you
you.
for clarifying. Not in the racism way. How did we get here again? What did we?
Romy
What
asked
did we
Ash
not?
where they were from
Oh.
after Dell said that they were from Learis.
Segerheim?
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Doesn't have a good rep, does it?
That's what I was thinking. Right. Well,
We can't all be winners.
damn. Damn.
Well,
She's
I
sitting
mean,
there like,
that's what it is.
I guess you can't help where you're from. Um. God, that sounded really bad. I'm sorry, guys. um.
And now everybody thinks differently of Ash.
Yeah.
um.
Well, you're here now.
Yes.
So true. So true.
Damn.
I then realized we've never actually had a conversation outside of the event.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, usually I was a little preoccupied with my cup of coffee, but you know, I suppose company can be good sometimes. Just kidding, all the time. Let's do this tomorrow night and the night after and the night after
No, I
that.
don't.
Bonding,
No, I'm
family
okay.
bonding. We're family
No,
bonding.
we're not family. I don't.
What
think
if we
that's-
make a pillow fort?
Stop.
What?
That's genius.
A pillow
Have you never
fort?
made a pillow fort?
I don't know what that is.
We are about to change your life.
Reminder. You do have just the mattress and like 2 pillows
Oh.
and a blanket.
But we
There's a
do
blanket.
have
Okay.
a lot of clothing, a lot of fashion clothing that we can drape over in place of blankets.
You're using Ash's
I'll ask
beautiful.
permission. I'll ask permission. Ash, is there any clothing here you wouldn't mind using as our ceiling?
Ash. Dell has just asked about your painfully handcrafted clothing. Each stitch that you have seen someone who very close to you create and enchant and spent so much time and effort on be the ceiling of a pillow fort.
So, does Dell notice how unbelievably like disgusted?
I don't know. Roll insight for me. Ash, are you trying to hide this reaction?
I rolled a nat 20.
No,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
it's just written on Ash's face.
Okay.
Like,
It is you
Why do I
see.
only roll nat 20s on this stupid
I
shit?
know. It's so fun.
Oh my
Two,
gosh.
I'll honor this nat 20. Not only do you see Ash's face of like shock and like, the fuck did you just ask me? You look over at these dresses. Your mother, your adopted one, was very into fashion. And you recognize a couple of the patterns on these outfits as being very expensive.
Okay.
You do not know where it's from, but
Okay.
you recognize that, oh, this isn't just like I went to the tailor and spent a lot of money. This is like, oh, this is like important. Like, this is like, I spent a lot of money and this was like patterns that for like someone who'd be very much into fashion, as Ash would be, would recognize as brand or house loyalty or like couturiers. These are like not just good pieces, but like impeccably detailed down to the last stitch, and they have many of them. And you ask them to use as a ceiling of a pillow fort.
Okay. He's gonna take a look. Well, actually, no. You looked like you were about to say something. You can do your thing.
I think maybe there's towels in the back
That is funny.
that we can use instead of
Okay.
the dresses. Please.
Dell is going to look at the mortified face of Ash, then look at the dresses. That's when he notices just how intricate they are. And then he goes, oh, oh, oh. Very nice fashion choice.
Okay.
I don't think towels will be suitable. How about we just run down to my room? We get my blanket, my pillows, more pillows for the fort. Go to Romy's room, more pillows, more blankets. Pool our wealth.
That sounds like a much better idea.
Perfect. We're gonna do that.
Well, a question: do you try to do this stealthily as you go from room to room,
Oh.
collecting pillows and blankets?
This time, actually, yes, just because it was right after this assassination thing.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have you all roll a stealth check. And
I'm
we will
already getting
take the
ready.
higher
17!
17.
9.
9.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Well, we are all grateful for Ash's +5 to stealth, which gives them over a 20. So you are able to bring all of these pillows and blankets and mattresses even into Ash's room. Ash's room now has essentially the equivalent of 3 beds.
And we build the fort.
And you build the fort.
And we're now all sitting underneath it.
And you all sit underneath it, and it's honestly surprisingly really stable. Like, of all the forts, late night forts made of 3 mattresses, a couple blankets, and not a lot of pillows, and a couple towels, and like spare random pieces that you found, it's really stable and it's really comfy. And you're here.
All right, Dell's gonna be laying down in the fort for sure, for sure. He's just gonna say, "So, does anyone have any stories they want to tell, campfire style?"
Romy is sitting crisscross applesauce.
I was about to say Ash is sitting crisscross applesauce.
Okay, their hands are kind of like.
I'm
shoved in
imagining
their
them on
lap.
either side of Dell. Dell's just on the floor.
So the
Yeah.
way that
He's
Dell
sitting
is on the floor is
crisscross applesauce.
he's definitely doing that thing where like he's leaning on the back of his arms and then like his feet are just like crossed lightly. You know
Romy's
the one.
hands are like shoved in their lap, and they're like they look a little like tense and uncomfortable, but like they secretly had fun.
Damn right they did.
Yeah.
Ash is sitting crisscross applesauce with contentment at the fact that we are now in this fort.
I don't have any stories.
Me neither.
I'm so glad.
I'm like thinking about like
Damn it.
Romy like immediately going into like their tragic like
Everyone I know is
tra-
dead. The end.
Once upon a time, everyone I know died, and I was there.
Casual. Me trying to go through my lore to see if there's anything that I can talk about.
Make up some shit. Make it canon, bestie.
I can just do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, it's like there's
Oh.
the like destiny, and it's me
Yeah,
fucking
we
with you, and then you
created
just like
Sheila Daniels.
yeah. You can also just like
I can
make
just
like you can make stuff up about your own
This
backstory.
changes everything.
Yeah, like I have some things that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have to veto that because I have other plans. But you can like put things in. You can make up dramatic childhood stories. Absolutely.
And I will.
And you will make up a best friend, an ex-lover, all yours.
I will. All
Oh,
of the above, I
Because
will.
now I have to think about it.
He's gonna have several exes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Perfect.
He's a little, you know. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I have an idea.
Ash will not be telling any stories.
I don't know if Romy's ready to tell a story. I don't think they're in story mode.
What mode are they in?
Having a crisis in the fact that they died 3
yeah.
hours ago.
Yeah.
Mode.
And Dell's just like,
Yeah.
sleepover.
Tell your
I
story.
mean, we did just
I know, I'm trying
build
to
a
think of
fort.
something.
We like Romy just died, and we responded by building a pillow fort.
Honestly, what
did,
else are you supposed to do?
And now Dell is about to tell your bedtime story. Because I will say that probably after this, I'm gonna have to go to bed.
That's fair.
Um,
I think this wraps up everything good.
Yeah.
This is our
Nice little
bedtime
bow.
story, and we're all
Yeah.
gonna fall asleep in the fort, all cuddled up
All right.
with each other.
But the Sims
Okay.
is fun.
Who's telling a story? Who's telling our
Dell
bedtime
is,
story?
Shit.
Dell is telling a bedtime story.
Okay.
Because Romy can sleep sitting up all they want, but Dell and Ash will be cuddling.
Once upon a time, there was the most handsomest, cutest little boy
Whoa.
in the world.
Whoa.
And his name was Little Finn.
Okay.
Okay. That was a really crazy way to start that.
That
Yes.
was a crazy way to start that.
That was like wild.
Absolutely, but
way.
I knew where it was going. I'm so sorry. Little Finn was a happy little boy who plays piano and was incredibly intelligent, and everyone loved him, and everyone still loves him, and everyone will continue to love him forever. One day, Dell met somebody, I mean, the little Fisher. Little Fisher
Okay.
met
That wasn't
someone.
even the name you came up with at the beginning.
Yeah, you corrected the wrong name with another wrong name.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I say his name was?
Little
Finn.
Finn.
Little
Little
Finn.
Fish? Little Finn. Okay. Sorry. Whoa. I'm sorry. It's 1
All of
a.m.
this is in
No,
canon for me.
all of
It's
this
just
did actually
Ash
happen.
and Romy
Yeah.
sniping at Dell.
Okay.
He met someone.
Perfect. He met someone. Their name was
Mm-mm.
Dust.
Anastasia Malark.
Okay. Where are you going with this?
I just stole Peter Malark's name,
I
and
love
that
that
was
for
what I
you.
was laughing at.
That's what I was.
I'll
yeah.
be so for real. I also nearly called her Fantasia. In fact, he met somebody named Fantasia Malark. Fantasia was nice little girl. Yeah, that's right. This is the name of a little girl. I'm trying to make this up as I go along, and I'm struggling, guys.
No, you're doing great.
Okay, Fantasia Malark. And they would play piano together. Little Finn learned from his mother, and in turn tried to give Fantasia those same skills by teaching her. They became an iconic pianist duet phenomenon. Child stars. By the way,
Okay.
they are child stars in this story, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
But they had differing creative visions. One of them wanted to make music with their homie. And the other one kinda just wanted to make other children cry. It was, in fact, her passion in life.
What?
And I hear through the grapevine, it still is to this day.
It,
Oh,
did you happen to know a Fantasia Malark?
Absolutely not.
Dels, do you want to roll a deception for me?
Yeah, I would love to.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
I will also roll
I
this.
rolled a
9.
3.
9.
Oh wait, deception I have a +4 though, so 7.
I rolled
9.
an 8.
Wait, am I thinking of the right character? Let
Yeah.
me just double check.
You have a high.
Oh,
you
thank
have a
God.
deception, but they both rolled higher than a 7. Ash
That
knows
is
a
so
Fantasia
annoying.
Malark for sure. Not Ash. Del knows a Fantasia Malark for sure.
I was about to say,
Sorry, my brain.
no.
Del does know.
Fantasia and Delphinius, the pianist duet phenomenon.
The pianist child prodigies.
Yes, child star.
And she sucks apparently. And that's the end of the story.
Well, oh, yeah, wait, there's more. Yeah.
I heard on the grapevine,
With all
and
of
she still
his
is.
valor and bravery, little Finn vanquished Fantasia Malark. He's obviously dramatizing at this point.
I
This part
thought-
is
I
not
thought
real.
I thought you heard through the grapevine that
That was out of character. I'm gonna be so real. That one was out of character. Sorry. Vanquished Fantasia Malark with his incredibly strong muscles, as shown by his fit physique. And everyone lived happily ever after, and no children ever cried ever again. Little Finn saved children. And I hope you guys sleep very well tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for describing the quote incredibly fit physique of a little boy.
Fuck yeah, I forgot. Me when I forget.
That's
in the
so in
middle of
character for
recording.
Dill too, though.
It
I
is.
know.
I am so
Ugh.
no. The child is so
The
cute.
child.
That's not me. I'm not the child.
Ugh, that's awful.
Beautiful.
And
you
then we all go to
all
sleep
go to sleep.
Thank God.
Ready
together in the tent.
together in the tent. Levels of touching.
Cuddling and headcanoned.
With an appropriate amount of space in between.
With space for for Jesus, space for squirrel in between.
That's funny.
Listen,
Space for squirrel.
the fact
Leave
that we're
space for
all
squirrel.
sleeping in this tent is enough for me.
Okay, real. The fact that we finally talked about our emotions